Alright guys, yeah, I just thought I'd make another video. Yeah, I was recently, I've been watching the new Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, and I'm on episode 4 now, and I just thought I'd give my thoughts on it. Yeah, no, I didn't really watch Game of Thrones when it originally sort of came out, but I've seen loads of shots from it and stuff, and maybe after House of the Dragon, maybe I'll get back into Game of Thrones. But I do have George or Martin's first book in the run, so I was kind of reading this, and then this is really good, but you totally get the sense of it's sort of full on, anyone can die, and there's it's bloody and sex scenes and all that. It's full on. It's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, so I've been really enjoying this House of Dragon very much. So, and this episode's really good. So I just thought I'd give my shots on it, give you some thoughts on it. Yeah, I really like Prince Daemon Targaryen, played with Matt Smith. He's really cool in this role. Really cool, really compelling when he's on screen. He's just got a really cool look to him. Really cool. And in this, he's sort of redeemed because he killed the crab eater and all that, and he comes back to the king, played by Paddy Considine, King Viserys. He's really great as well. He's really cool. And then the princess, young Rhaenyra. Young Princess Rhaenyra. God, I'm totally butchering his name. Played by Millie Alcock. Yeah, she's really cool. So Damon is sort of her uncle, and they have this sort of tension between them. And in this episode, he's back in the city, and he sort of gives the princess this sort of bag, this sort of goodie bag of ordinary clothes, or sort of peasant clothes, so she can disguise herself as an ordinary citizen, so she can and there was scroll showing there's a hidden passage in a room. It was behind her bed. I thought that was really cool. I love stuff with that. That's really cool. I love all that, sort of fancy TV and stuff. And so she dons the ordinary citizen clothes, and then she walks through this new passage. She meets Prince Daemon, and he's wearing this cool cloak thing. I always wanted one. I love those cloak things. You just look cool. All the jellies have and all that. He's just a really cool cloak. He's just an awesome character in this, and they sort of they sort of hit the streets, for a bit of entertainment and stuff and I love that they're sort of undercover, so they get a sense of what's the real, what people, ordinary people think about her as princess, and then is she going to take the throne, and all the goings on, and so it's sort of so she's undercover, and then it's a really cool scene of the town, just again a bit like Lord of the Rings. Just shots in this series are amazing, absolutely stunning. I love the medieval style. I love the clothing and the armor and everything. Just all the details. It's fantastic. I'm loving it so far. And the dragons and the scenic shots of coastal cities and stuff, and the landscape, just awesome. Yeah, so they sort of hit the town, and they're sort of partying and all that, and they get to see a play, and the play is sort of about the all the goings on of in the past and stuff, and then it gets kind of steamy because they hit pleasure house or whatever, and everyone's sort of making out and stuff like that. It's really cool, but it's sort of quick sort of shots, quick sort of snippets, but really cool, really compelling. And he's sort of he's a really interesting character. He's sort of wooing her, or sort of I'm not really sure. Yeah, trying to sort of get into her. They've got some tension going on, like between him and the young princess, and like because he gives her like a necklace, and there's sort of like you know, there's real feelings there, but like Damon's a really complicated character, and like which is really interesting. So it's kind of like not really black and white. It's sort of like loads of shades of grey, like, and so they sort of make out in this sort of brothel or whatever, and but they don't like they don't sex or anything like that, like, but someone, a little kid, sort of spotted them and sort of recognised that it was a princess with Damon, and he sort of dashes off to tell Sir Otto Hightower, Rhys, played by Rhys Ifans. So he sort of spilled the beans, because so it's sort of found out that the princess has sort of escaped at night, and she's sort of leading this exotic lifestyle, but because the king, played by Paddy Considine, he's trying to get her to marry into certain families and stuff, because it's sort of political move. It's not really like, you don't really seem to do it for love. You do it for political standing or relations, political standings, and pretty money, essentially. Like you're standing in wealth and stuff like that. Yeah, so far I'm really enjoying the show. Like, I love that tree. They have this tree in the garden, the palace garden, and like the princess was sort of there chilling there, and she was like reading a book, and she had this guy sort of playing guitar. That was in the last episode, and like, I just love all that. Like, probably missing loads of stuff here, but at the end of that night, when they come back, the princess, you know, sort of is very fond of, or sort of likes her guard. She has her own personal guard. Sir Kristen Cole, played by Fabian Frankel, and you know, she's sort of, at the end of the night, she sort of robs his helmet, you know, and she's in the room, so she's trying to coax him into the room, but it's got a really cool dynamic of like, she's the princess and he's the guard, her guard. So it's that dynamic of like, you can't really say no, you know, that she's sort of like, you know, seducing him. But I thought it was really, like, it has moments of really, really sweet scenes and like great intimacy, and then just really, really, really well done, really interesting, compelling, really compelling. Like, yeah, the show is full on. Like, it could put people off, but you know, it's sort of like an R-rated kind of thing. But maybe it's just straddling that line really close, rather than like PG-13 or something like that. Like, whereas more the Rings of Power is more sort of family friendly, maybe, I don't know, but there's still the Rings of Power still has it's still full on in its own kind of way. Like the last episode, it was kind of full on. Like, yeah, I could quickly go into the Rings of Power, like where the elves have sort of been captured by the orcs, and that was really compelling. Like, really cool. They were trying to escape, and there was kind of a full on battle there. Maybe I'll do another video on that. Maybe I'll watch a few more episodes and then do an overall impression. But these are just my quick takes on this show. Yeah, I'm very much enjoying the House of Dragon, and excited to see where it goes. Yeah, what did you think of this week's episode? Let me know in the comments below. Are you enjoying this show? Let us know, and hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you then. Bye.